Reese asked me, so what are the 3 top tips for new consuls when it comes to planning or posting, I say, your first or one of your first activities? I'd say just give it a try. Because I've met many consuls here in Madrid who had great ideas, and they were working out these ideas for weeks. Just give it a try, because everything will get more complicated every time. And when I say give it a try, I mean make it easy when you get into your first activity. What do I want to say with this? Your first activity, for example, you want to do a wine tasting. It shouldn't be a day trip to a winery, because then you have as well to organize the trip, the bus, and everything. Make it in a nice wine restaurant next door, or maybe even do, okay, if you're a wine lover, you're a wine lover. But last Friday I went to a beer tasting. It was perfect, because everybody had 3 bottles of beer. And that was it. They had a very nice description of all the beers of the different beers. So you don't need to open expensive bottles of wine. And yeah, it was great. It was simple. It was easy. It was great. Great fun. Very nice beers I've never had before. And I learned a lot. A very easy thing is offer activities you like, because you're the consul and you should have fun with it too.
Agreed.
Other people who join your activities, they're not your clients. You don't serve them. You don't serve them as a consul, sharing with them your hobby or your interest, whatever you like. And please, this would be the 3rd top tip, be prepared. What I mean is very practical things. Start early to get to your venue early. Don't arrive at the last minute, or be aware where your venue is. Look it up at Google Maps before and know how far you need to go there. So that's some very practical things. That's basically all. Please.
Great.
Mainly feedback that I've heard from my consuls in the US and China with my new consuls, they say the best way to really lift your group off the ground is just to simply post your first activity. It's great. It gives members a compelling reason to join your group. And if you can do this within the first 2 to 3 weeks of being appointed as a consul, this really helps grow your group. And again, I would love to emphasize what Christoph also said, was don't be afraid. Just give posting a try. You learn from testing out the experience. Nobody expects your first activity to be perfect, so just go ahead and give it a try. Furthermore, I like to encourage my consuls to just keep it simple. You're going to organize this get-together to meet members and help you familiarize yourself with this new consulship role. And the more activities you do, the more you'll get the hang of it. And lastly, I really try to express to my new consuls that everything begins from the moment you post your activity. You should try to do your best to respond to comments on your activity wall, manage your guest list, and even try to invite external contacts and send out reminders. And yeah, overall, that's really what I try to encourage my new fresh consuls, and I hope it helps.
Brilliant. Hey, thanks, Morgan. And pretty much, I guess, similar themes, right, with this whole just try it, keep it simple, and at the core of everything we're doing, it's about the consul enjoying themselves and doing something.
I joined InterNations as a member in 2012, but I have to admit I wasn't very active at the beginning. And then I noticed that the singles group was very inactive, and there were about 200 members at that time. So I thought, this is strange, being single. I mean, you're free, you can do whatever you like. So I thought, you know, I've got so many ideas, interesting and fun. And I thought, okay, I want to be consul, and I want to put up all these activities because they seem like, you know, nice activities. So that's how it started. But I only became consul of the singles group in April 2014. That was last year. And the moment I put up the first event, as mentioned by Morgan. It was like, what do you call it? A risk, what do you call it? And I was surprised by the people who signed up, and I was more surprised by people who came. So it was just like, okay, just get on with it. I have an idea, put it up, and see what happened. And I came up with a very good result. I was very, very, very surprised, and I'm very, very, very encouraged by what happened. And from April 2014 until now, we have 1,100 members in the singles group.
It's unreal.
So I am very, very impressed.
I'm impressed too.
I'm very happy that it really works.
And so it's worth saying though, how many members, you were saying, how many members did you have when you first started?
About 200 something, 250, and then that was in April 2014.
Huge amount of growth.
And now we have 1,100 members.
Unreal. And so, and I guess, how often is it, like in your group, Christine, how often do you post activities?
For the singles group, I'm really very, very easy with it. I don't have, like, say, once a week or once a month. Well, because I'm in charge of 3 groups here. But for singles group, it's like, if I see something I think I like and I think everybody else will like, then I just put it up. Like tonight, I will have the spring dating party. And I have already 95 people signed up. So it's springtime, so it's, well, it's singles, we are singles, so why not? You know, I mean, so it's going to be fun. So I don't really say, okay, once a week or twice a week, just whatever that I think is going to be fun for the singles, I put it up. But for the volunteer group, I'm also Consul the volunteer group since September 2014. I do it according to the NPO. If they say they have 1 or 2 events a month, then I will put it up. And for the newcomers, it's only once a month. That's just about enough. So it's, I see if you see for all the 3 groups, then I will have a lot of events for the whole month. But actually, I do it according to the groups. Yeah.
And I guess I just want to get an idea of what you feel your, I guess, favorite activity has been, or your most kind of memorable activity so far with InterNations.
Yeah, as you said, well, I got a few activities that I really find fun and really people enjoy them, and they keep asking for things like that. So are you going to do it again? You know, the one I said was about the walking the trail of Gil in Midnight in Paris, Woody Allen's movie, which was shot here in Paris many years ago. And there was another one, The Devil Wears Prada, was also shot in Paris. Mm-hmm. So I made a walk according to that movie, which means like we visit certain places that was shot, the film was shot. And also I chose certain places that people don't know, or secret places, and we make a detour, you know. But the tourist areas were really very interesting. Like we go to the Pont des Arts, where they have all the locks, the love locks that we're talking about, and they were going to remove them because of pollution. Okay, we walk past there, and people are, well, they all new. Not all of them are new, but some of them, like, you know, they know about it, but they've not seen it. So it's something really very interesting, for example. And we started off in a famous pont, the Alexandre de Pont 3, very famous bridge in Paris. So we started from there, and people just take it for granted. Like me, I take it for granted that it's there. But for people who just arrive in Paris, they say, "Wow, you know, we are here." You know, so it's great. And I have a picture there with all of us, the whole group there. So you know, it's really fantastic.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. What a nice touch. I guess we speak a little bit about this thing at InterNations on, you know, no one stands alone. This idea that when you go to an InterNations activity, it's very welcoming, and it's somewhere where you don't need to be concerned about not having anyone to talk to or not feeling welcome. For new consuls, what kind of advice would you give to a new consul to help create that kind of atmosphere at your activities?
It's true. Well, being a newcomers ambassador, I've got a lot of feedback like that. People come up to me, and also when I go to these official events, the ambassadors of the official events will come up and say, Christine, I've got a newcomer here. You know, would you like to come and, you know, we're asking for you or want to meet you? So I said, oh yes, of course, you know. I think if you really for consuls who just you know new, I think they really have to make particular attention, find out who are the new people, the newcomers who just came here, by probably asking the organizer of the event who are the newcomers, or you can find out yourself from the you know, from the website, and actually go to them if you can and talk to them, or even from the website, if you can find out if they are new from the website, and if you think that they're coming to one of the events that you will be there. And I think the best thing is to go to them and to actually say hello and introduce yourself, and, you know, answer, if you can answer any questions from them, that'd be good. Make them feel really like at home, you know.
Yeah. And what would you say, if we had to think about, just like Christoph did, what would be, I guess, your top 3 pieces of advice for a new consul starting with us?
The new consul is going to organize their first event. Okay, well, like Christoph, I have the same thing. I create events that I like. Because I don't know what other people like, not yet, because I'm new. So I create something I like. And then, as I say, I just go ahead and do it. And see what happens. Secondly, well, I have to be prepared, of course. Make sure you print out your guest list and look at the pictures and see the photos and see if you know anybody, and, you know, just try to make sure the names and all that. And of course, lastly, I will try to keep to the rules, but usually I'm really very spontaneous. I mean, once I'm there, I just introduce myself and I said, okay, I'm here and we're all going to have fun. And then I just leave it to it and see what happens.
I think that's a nice.
Very spontaneous. I don't really want to follow, you know, because I think this is what it's all about. The event is networking. You meet each other, you talk to each other, and that's it. Let the chemistry works. You know, just let it be and enjoy, have fun, relax.
The day of your activity has come. Make sure to close the guest list before you leave the house. Print out the guest list, take it with you so that you can track the attendance later, and also print your name tags if you need them, but we feel that it's always something nice to have to bring with. Yeah, then, as was already mentioned, simple but very important for you is to be early at the meeting point and be in a visible spot so that people can see you are the person from InterNations that they have to go to and take part in the activity. When your first participants arrive, just like Christine said so nicely, make sure to welcome everyone, greet everyone, and especially keep an eye out for newcomers, for those people that might be joining their first activity and not knowing anyone. So make sure that they are welcomed, that you connect them with someone else and initiate a conversation with them. Simply support those who are more shy or reserved or like to stand in the corner, because this is what makes InterNations special. Nobody stands alone. Yeah, Christine has already talked about you enjoying the activity. This is the very important point that we are trying to make today. Enjoy it, go for it. Today is the day you have organized the activity. You have been waiting for it. Now is not the time to worry about anything that might not work out the way you have planned it. Only when you are positive, your participants will be too. Yeah, something you should not forget when you're enjoying the activity, try to take pictures also and capture some of the moments you're experiencing with your fellow group members, or turn to someone for a helping hand and give your camera to someone. Something you should not forget also at the activity directly, now is a great time to collect feedback from your members. You can ask them, what other ideas do you have for activities? How do you like this idea for my next activity? What can we do next? Maybe you find even someone that is especially committed or interested to work with you as a future co-consul. Yeah, that's a good timing for that.
Yeah, when you are at home the next day, please make sure to write a short report. We also love to read this here in the office and see what the people have experienced at their activities. Write a short report to the attendees on the wall and thank them for their participation. This will make them come back next time. Something what I have seen, what people in the groups also love is seeing pictures up. So make sure to upload the pictures you took or ask the other person that took the pictures to upload them. This is a way of promoting your group, sharing memories with the people that were there, and promoting your group to people that haven't signed up yet, or let everyone that didn't make it, didn't come, know what they were missing out on. So that's my tips.